Come on, boys. Brought two young birds home from work, and I made my own little aviary outside, and they were flying around the house, and they were going back to work, and I couldn't believe they were the same birds. So I painted the legs orange, just to see if the same ones from home were going to work. And sure enough, at lunchtime, I see two birds sitting there with orange legs. So I come home, the birds are home again. So I washed it up, and I went on for a while. And those were my two little pet pigeons. And they were flying around the house until the coon came. And that was the end of the first two birds. There's a big difference in between a city bird, which I call a feral bird, and a pure racing pigeon. When you put them side by side, you'll see the difference. The city bird is skinny, is not shiny, it's sick looking, while the racing pigeon, because it has been taken care of, which is totally different of the city bird or the feral pigeon, as it is called. The most significant part is the World Wars, where the homing pigeon came in effect to a certain degree that it was very important, because those were the ones that sent the messages from the front line to the middle line, and different birds got the message put on the leg to go from the middle line all the way to the bases. They knew what was going on the front line. Scientists have never agreed on what brings a homing pigeon home. Some say there's a little wee magnetic part in top of the nostril. Other ones say it's the solar, because birds can fly at night and still find home. Some say it's the moon, some say it's the sun, the way they can figure out where home is. Nobody really has any proof of 100% what brings a homing bird home. What you up to, Mama? Me? What you up to? You want to go outside? We start training them when they're about 100 days old. And training, I mean, we bring them 5 kilometers away from home, they fly back home, because that's where they're born. That's their home. Slowly we go further away. In the club we have the big Pigeon Trainer. It holds 880 birds. Leaves on Friday night. Everybody of the club meets here. We scan all the birds through the computer. Every bird has an electronic band on, which says which bird it is, the band number, what year it's born, and which race it goes into. It's all in the computer. As soon as we scan the band, it goes into the trailer. So with all the members putting all the birds through the computer, going into the trailer. And on the end of the season, we have a trophy. And that's all it's all about, that trophy. The furthest we go is Hearst, which is about a 400 kilometer flight. We had a national race. There were 2,700 birds on the trailer, and the trailer goes from Sudbury and went 87 kilometers north of Smooth Rock Falls, which is Fraserville, which is a 365 kilometer flight. They were released at 7 o'clock. We sent only one bird because it was our first year of flying. We only sent one bird in between the 2,700 other birds. That bird was home at 10 minutes to 10. It's 2 hours and 50 minutes to fly 367 kilometers. That bird flew over 100 kilometers average to come home. That always will stand out in my mind. It has its own perch in the loft, and it's very protective of that one perch. That's his or her spot in the loft. And they can say pigeons are nice and friendly. No, they'll kill each other for that one perch. That's how aggressive they are. So they want to fly home fast because somebody else might be on that perch. It might be sitting there for 2 seconds. They'll chase it out. They have their own spot. When you really enjoy the birds around and see them coming home from the race, that's it. You're hooked. But it doesn't have to be an expensive hobby. It's a family thing, and it's fun. We really enjoy it. And for us, the nicest thing is on a Saturday morning, sitting on your lawn chair and just wait for the birds to come home. And it's a beautiful sight when those birds come over the tree line to going home. The hawks always like my favorite birds.